Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Milton. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they can't bring him down. Still going. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Cowboys nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You're not trying to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Here we go. Check.
They go again with Blue. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
3rd and 5.
70,
Here's Milton now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Tiger.
Now Milton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. Well, I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him, so now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 50, it's Goff. Finds Gibbs on a check down. The Lions at 9-3 here on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game.
Picked off by DeMarvey and Overshown. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Milton. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
To throw is Milton.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Throwing is Milton.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
19 sacks, 60 Eagles, 60, trap 60, trap 60.
To throw, it's Milton.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown!
Jake Ferguson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 10-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
That's good for a Lions. First and 10.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 92 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
Well, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions are once again back in front. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready, set.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw. Milton drops it to Blue. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
Let's go.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar night.
They go draw here. Blue. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jaden Blue, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone? There he goes, right side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Lions have yet again retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Milton. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton looking deep downfield. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Tiger!
Goff now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
3rd and 2. Out of the gun. Gone. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
How about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
20.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Goff now looks to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Lions 28, Cowboys 17.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Check that.
This time they stay on the ground. Able to fight through one tackle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
13 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
2nd and 2.
The final shot before break. Milton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now it's gone. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second down and a yard. First carry now for David Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
180.
Here's gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Goff. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Here's Goff. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they start at their own 7.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. If there's one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him. It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Milton eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Escapes the sack. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Operating from the gun. Milton into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Bates' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that went off the mark, a little late with a throw. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
And the Cowboy first down.
Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Here's Milton now to throw. That's into the hands of Tolbert. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Here we go. Set.
Now Milton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 28-yard line.
To throw is Milton. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Milton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Go.
Here's Milton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Touchdown.
George Pickens, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? Well, how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
The give, right side for Gibbs.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's gone.
Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions and a